Hello, Ranjit. Am I audible, Ranjit?
Yes, sir.
Clearly you are audible, or my voice is not clear? Ranjit,
Yes, sir.
Clear, sir.
audible?
Clear, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Roll number 57, Tukaram. Are you? Am I audible to you?
Yes, sir. Audible.
Okay. 63, Sohel. Sohel Sayed. Audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. 8, roll number 8. Are you observing slide?
Yes, sir.
Which is slide? What it is written?
Laws of forces.
Very good. So we'll just I will wait for 1 minute. So what we are going to we have started last lecture, laws of forces. Okay. In which we have seen methods of resolution. There are two methods. What the way we have seen, one is analytical method, another one is graphical method. So out of that, this analytical method, both we have covered: parallelogram, law of forces, and method of resolution. So if you will see what is the difference between method of resolution and parallelogram, law of forces. So even formula, we should be able to find the formula for both this. Okay. So for both parallelogram, law of forces, we have found out R, and here alpha will say this we have found for this, and for another one, method of resolution, here also we found R, and here we have said it as a theta in this case. So both these methods are over. Then graphical method. So this one is analytical method, or we can say mathematical method. By using certain formulas, we have calculated the resultant and angle made by resultant. These two methods we have covered. Okay, these two. Now today we will see this graphical method, in which only statements are there for these two laws. One is triangle law of forces and another one is polygon law of forces. So for these two methods, as it is mentioned, it is a type of graphical method. There is no derivation, there are no problems on this. So only statements we have to see for this triangle law of forces and polygon law of forces. So this in depth we have studied parallelogram law of forces. We have derived the formulas, we have solved the problems, even we have solved some miscellaneous problem, special case problems also yesterday we have solved. So if today we will start now. So let me, this we have seen law parallelogram of forces. If two forces acting on a body represented by two adjacent side, this word is also most important, adjacent side of parallelogram, drawn from a acting at a point, then what resultant is indicated by what we are indicating the resultant by its diagonal, that we have seen. We have derived the here equation. So quickly I will tell. So how we have derived here: one force we have taken as a P, another force we have taken as a Q. Okay, like this. Then simply we have completed this parallelogram. So something like this. Then here we have drawn R. Here we have considered angle made by R is alpha, and here theta. And how we have calculated after finally. So this we have derived. So quickly, if I will write here. So this formula already we have derived. And what was the formula for alpha? Law parallelogram of forces, Q, sin or cos?
Sin theta. Sin theta.
Q sin theta divided by P.
P plus
P
Q
plus
cos theta.
Q cos theta.
What is theta here in this equation?
Angle between
the two forces.
Angle between two forces. So this particular law is applicable to two forces. Again, in special case, we have seen concurrent and coplanar forces, that we have seen. Means in short, if I will come to back this, so in which case this parallelogram law forces is applicable, and in which case method of resolution is applicable. If you will see this, so parallelogram law of forces is applicable to two forces in which inclination angle is given. On the other hand, method of resolution in a force system, number of forces are acting. In that case, this method of resolution is applicable. So this we have to revise again, because whatever today we are going to see concept in that, this is required now. Method of resolution, what we were doing, we were resolving each and every force in its x and y component, then we are adding it to summation fx summation fy, then we are finding r is equal to under root summation fx square plus summation fy square. And how we are finding theta, which is angle made by resultant, theta is equal to simply tan inverse of
Tan
summation.
inverse fy upon summation fx.
Very good. Tan inverse of summation fy divided by summation fx. Now for today, so this we have seen, these problems also, all problems we have solved, it is there in your notebook. Now today we will see triangle law of forces, only statement. For triangle law of forces and polygon law of forces, only statements we have to see, nothing else. In this law, only statements are there, so no derivation, no problems for these two laws, because it is a graphical methods. So simply either you can note down these statements or take a screenshot for this. So triangle law of forces states that if two forces, what the case we have seen in case of parallelogram law of forces, two forces represented by adjacent side of parallelogram, and their resultant we have shown by its diagonal, starting with first point we can say. So similarly here, if two forces acting at a point are represented in magnitude and direction by two adjacent sides of triangle, here instead of now there we were saying it as a parallelogram, here we are going to say it as a triangle, adjacent side of triangle taken in order, then the closing side of triangle taken in reversed order represent the resultant of forces in magnitude and direction, again in magnitude and direction. So it is very simple. So taken in order, two sides of triangle, here if you will see carefully, so here force A, so here names are not given for this, so if I will write here triangle ABC, something like this, ABC. So first two forces, force A and B. So force A is represented by AB, side AB, and this side B, BC, taken in order. Order, meaning of order is what? Order, once first force is over, second force will start. That is called chain or order, we can say. One after another. In simple words, we can say. One force is over, then another will start. Like this, it is called as order. So if you will see how this direction is taken for this force A and B, if you will see. So for direction, if you will see, is it clockwise or anti-clockwise? That arrow is going from A to B and B to C. If you will see the direction,
Clockwise.
anti-clockwise. Then when I am going to join this A to C, this A to C representing now resultant R. So how it will be? In clockwise direction or in anti-clockwise direction? Clockwise. So shall we say it as in reverse direction? So reverse direction मध्ये असं म्हणूया का आपण इथं A to B,
Yes, sir.
A to B and B to C anti-clockwise. So here one point only means A to B and B to C. B to C. These two directions are anti-clockwise. Anti-clockwise. Now, when we are going to see A to C, how this direction is? This one?
Clockwise.
Clockwise. So
Clockwise.
what the statement we have seen? So here it is there. What the statement we have seen? So if two forces acting at a point are represented in magnitude and direction by two adjacent sides of triangle taken in order, then the closing side of the triangle taken in reversed order represent the resultant. It is as simple as this. Only statement is there for our syllabus. No derivation, no problems on this. So triangle law of forces and polygon law of forces. Only it may be asked for 2 to 3 marks. State triangle law of forces or state polygon law of forces. But in case of parallelogram law of forces. The question may be asked something called state and derived. State and derived parallelogram law of forces means there we have to go for derivation to calculate resultant R. So here there is no derivation, only statement. So have you noted down this statement? Only statement and this figure. A to B, B
Yes, sir.
and resultant.
Yes, sir.
Have you, either you can note down or you can take screenshot, afterwards you can write in your notebook. Shall we go next? Polygon law of forces.
Yes, sir.
It is similar to this only. It is just similar to this again. Polygon law of forces. So if a number of forces, so in case of triangle law of forces, what was the word? If two forces, there were two forces in case of triangle. In case of polygon, poly means many. So now this word should, you are in, whenever this word will come in picture, so you should remember poly means many. In next further subject, it may come into picture. This word poly means many, you have to remember. In chemistry also this word is coming under, many times you are coming across this word. Poly means many, means if a number of forces, if a number of forces acting simultaneously on a body be represented in magnitude and direction by the sides of polygon taken in order, their resultant may be represented in magnitude and direction by the closing side of the polygon taken in opposite order. So in first figure, force A, force B, force C, force D, four different forces are shown by its line of action A, B, C, D, and its closing side. So R is shown as A plus B plus C. So you can take force A to B, C, D, E, F, G, whatever, many. So if number of forces are acting simultaneously, what it is called, and then their resultant is shown by its closing side. Only we have to consider its direction, clockwise, reversed, or we can say clockwise or anti-clockwise. It is, instead of here triangle, here there will be polygon. Poly means many. Here number of forces will be there. So if you will see in the diagram at the bottom, so O to K, force A, K to L, force B, L to M, force C, M to N, force D. Like this, force A, B, C, D are represented by OA, KL, LM, MN, like this. And finally, so how this direction is, if you will see the direction of force A, B, C, D, how it is acting in clockwise or anti-clockwise direction?
Anti-clockwise.
Anti-clockwise again.
Anti-clockwise.
Anti-clockwise, and their resultant R. So closing side of polygon from starting with first point O to N, last point, taken in reverse direction. Again, this word come into picture, taken in opposite order or reverse direction, R. So it is only the statement for this, and this diagram also you can draw. So you will see, if here, if I will write force A, B, C, and D, how these forces are anti-clockwise direction. I will say anti-clockwise, anti-clockwise, and R is a resultant which is in clockwise. Opposite or clockwise, I will say here, which is opposite order or reversed order, like this. Means if a number of forces, what is the statement? So here one mistake is there. Instead of here triangle, polygon, this word should be polygon here. Here this word should be polygon. The polygon law of forces states that if a number of forces acting simultaneously on a body be represented in magnitude and direction by the sides of polygon taken in order, then their resultant may be represented. Actually, this word should not be there, maybe, because this it indicate probability. This word should not be there again. Then their resultant represented in magnitude in direction by the closing side of the polygon taken in opposite order or reversed order, like this. Okay, so only statement in your exam, only statement will be asked, either for triangle law of forces or polygon law of forces. Only statement. Okay, have you understood? Instead of what was there in polygon law of forces? Two forces. So if I will ask now at this stage, what is the difference between triangle law of forces and parallelogram law of forces? What is the difference? How many forces are there in parallelogram? Two. And
forces.
and in triangle law of forces? In triangle law of forces?
Number of forces.
Number
In triangle law of forces, number of forces are there.
two forces. Two forces.
Then what is the difference between triangle law and parallelogram law?
The resultant is represented by diagonal
No,
in
no.
parallelogram
Instead of
law.
before going to the resultant, as far as nature of forces is concerned, what is the difference between triangle law and parallelogram law? Nature of forces. Don't now think about resultant. If you will consider the two forces, in both cases, two forces are there. So what is the difference between triangle law and parallelogram law? Apply the mind.
So reversed order असते triangle law.
In both the cases, two forces are there. In parallelogram law also two forces, triangle law also two forces. What is difference?
First force end, then second force start.
Very good. In what? In which case?
Triangle law.
Very good. In triangle law, whatever answer given is correct. In triangle law, what happens? First force completes. After that, second force starts. Maybe something like this. But what happens in case of parallelogram law of forces? How two forces starts?
From single point.
From a single point. What the word is there in our subject?
Concurrent.
Concurrent. From both the forces start from a single point. Here I will say parallelogram law. Parallelogram, and here a triangle something. So this is the difference between this. In both cases, though there are two forces, in case of parallelogram law forces, nature of forces is concurrent and coplanar. Now here only coplanar. So we cannot say, though it is a concurrent, one force end, another start. Like this we are indicating by triangle. So that is the difference. Here both the forces and here angle is given in between. Then we are representing something by parallelogram, then we are representing by R, etc. So here directly we are completing the triangle and we are representing R like this. If you think a little, you can come to know the difference. So for this triangle law and this polygon law, only statements are there in syllabus. Okay, so have you noted down both triangle law and polygon law?
Yes, sir.
Next one is couple. So again, it is very basic terminology from the mechanics. You might have studied this in also in your physics also. Couple. So I have told couple means two, TWO. So what is two? Two forces which are equal and opposite in direction. So equal in magnitude. Equal means what? Equal in magnitude and opposite in direction. Having certain distance between them is called a couple. It is very simple definition. We have seen number of times. A couple is a pair of parallel. It should be parallel forces equal in magnitude and opposite in direction. So in general things, or in short, what we are calling it as a simply equal and opposite forces form a couple. So couple means TWO2, that we have to remember. So here again one point is given, point is shown here, S, and force F of equal magnitude but opposite direction. So left hand force is upward, right hand force is downward. Having certain distance between them is supposed to be form a couple. So main characteristics, again it is a pure theory. So you can remember this. The algebraic sum of the forces having the couple is 0. Means if you will add F1, so suppose this force, I will say for this force F1, and for this bottommost force, if suppose I will say F2. So what will be the addition of F1 and F2? 0. It automatically will come 0. Because one is upward, one is downward. These are the characteristics. Question may be asked in exam. What is couple? Give its characteristics. with applications. Next slide, we are going to see its applications also. So theory question. So there is no sum, we can say some problem or derivation. Algebraic sum of the forces having the couple is 0. Then algebraic sum of moment of forces constituting couple about any point is the same and equal the moment of the couple itself. Algebraic sum of moment of the forces constituting the couple about any point is the same and equal to the moment of the couple. So what the we have seen, moment is equal to magnitude of force into perpendicular distance. Then a couple can't be balanced by a single force. So after studying the example, you will come to know that this a couple can't be balanced by the single force, but it can be balanced by another couple. Balance means, are you able to understand meaning of balance? What does mean by balance in case of our mechanics? Balance means what? So next chapter we are going to see equilibrium. Equilibrium means steady state, we can say, or stationary. Like this, it is called balanced in our subject. What does mean by balance? Steady state or stationary or at rest. Like this means a particular thing is rotating. Particular thing is rotating with certain RPM. I want to stop it. What I have to do? I have to apply in opposite direction certain force to stop it. So that is the meaning here. A couple can't be balanced by single force. So it will be balanced by couple only. Means two forces only I have to apply. What is the meaning of this third characteristic? Then any number of coplanar couples can be reduced to a single couple whose magnitude will be equal to the algebraic sum of moments. Mean it is simply something like this resultant. What the way we have seen resultant means x component of resultant is equal to summation of all x components in forces in system. Likewise means there are number of coplanar couples can be reduced to a single couple. Here we can say what the concept of resultant we have seen means number of forces we can shift to a single force. What we are calling to that single force? If number of forces reduced to a single force, what is the name of that force?
Resultant force.
Resultant force, or we are calling it as a resultant. Same concept is here. Number of couples are acting in a system. We can reduce to one couple. Like this is the statement still. It is parallel to this. Number of forces, once we are going to convert it into one, we are calling it as a resultant. Similarly here, same thing. Now applications, do you know applications of couple? Any applications? Have you studied some applications of such couples in your physics, where we are applying two equal and opposite forces? As application paहिले ka kai? Have you came across such application of couple? You might have came across many times, but you might have not thought it is an example of couple. Any example? Can anybody give an example? Roman 3, 40, 63, 26. Torque example, practical example I am saying.
Okay. Seesaw.
Any example?
नळाची तुटी.
Very good. Who is given answer? कोणी दिलं उत्तर आहे? Answer is correct, 100% correct. Tap, water tap. नळाची तोटी in English we are calling it as a water tap. Is the correct example. If you will, so examples I will show.
Steering of wheel.
Very good. That is also example. You can see now here list I have displayed. Steering wheel means for automobile. आपण steering च्या वेळी फिरवतो automobile ची, means if we want to take a turn for our automobile, car, tractor, whatever. Automobile I will say in general. So how we are making the turn? By applying two forces. Okay. So here different example we can see. Couples are very important in mechanical engineering, or in general we can say in physical science. A few examples are the force exerted by one's hand on a screwdriver Now screwdriver, everybody may come across screwdriver. Whenever we are tightening some screws, we are just using one instrument called as screwdriver. And what the way? Now you will see, suppose I will, how that screwdriver, something we can see. Here that edge may be something like this, here may be something we can call something like this. So at this both end, suppose both A and B, once we are going to rotate it, so how that particular end A and B, at point A and B, two equal and opposite forces are going to be exerted, so that that head of screw will get rotated and it will get fit into whatever we want. That is one example, means example of screwdriver whenever we are tightening screws, etc. Screwdriver, everybody is knowing the screwdriver.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
That is one of the example when we are tightening something. At the end of that screwdriver, we are applying the force. That is the example of, we can say, couple. Next one is tip of screwdriver, same example. Opening and closing of water tap. Somebody has given same example. Very nice. Water tap, nalachi toti. Any, whenever we want to have a water, means closing and opening, I will say opening and closing of water tap. So by using our hand, both forces, if now you can imagine or you can try afterwards, applying only one force, is it possible to open the tap? नळाची तोटी फक्त एकच फोर्स लावून ओपन होऊ शकते का? शकेल का? now I will ask, is it possible?
No, sir.
No,
It is
sir.
not possible because we have to apply two forces. How should be that two forces? Equal and opposite.
Yes, equal and opposite.
Equal and opposite. Unscrewing cap of ink bottle, any bottle, कशाची bottle असेल, and if you want to open the cap, water bottle, I want to open the cap of water bottle, then also I have to apply two equal and opposite forces. Winding a watch or clock with key, म्हणजे घड्याळाची जी आपण, if you want to adjust the timing in our clock, आपल्या घड्याळामधलं टायमिंग आपल्याला ऍडजस्ट करायचं असतं. how we are rotating particular key, म्हणजे आपण पाहिलं असेल ना earlier, key of our clock, how we are tightening or losing to adjust the timing, we can say. And last best example, somebody has given this example also, force exerted by hands on steering wheel in automobile. So this is also famous example in from automobile. So whenever we automobile, very famous example from automobile, we can say, whenever we want to turn our vehicle, how we can take the turn. In case of steering wheel, water tap, unscrewing of bottle, tightening of screw, tightening or adjusting the timing of clock by using key. These are the famous examples of couple, so you can remember. So if you have some any other, you can. याच्यापेक्षा कुठला आहे का अजून?
Boat, sir, boat.
What boat? What you want to tell? Which boat? काय सांगायचं मराठीत सांगा बरं. कोण आहे? सूरज और what?
आपण नावे आपण पाणी मागे ढकलतो बोट पुढे.
इक्वल अँड अपोजिट, म्हणजे त्याची डायरेक्शन कशी असते दोन्ही फोर्सची? इक्वल का अपोजिट? और सेम डायरेक्शन और अपोजिट डायरेक्शन? अपोजिट. बोथ फोर्सेस आर अपोजिट इन डायरेक्शन.
हा सर अपोजिट असतात.
Which one? How?
Same
opposite
direction,
असतात.
sir. Same direction.
सेम डायरेक्शन और अपोजिट डायरेक्शन. म्हणजे तुम्हाला असं म्हणायचं की अशी बोट जी असते, अशी समथिंग बोट वी विल से, आणि इथून आपण ते काहीतरी समथिंग मे बी लाईक दिस, हे म्हणायचं आहे का तुम्हाला? दिस, आणि बोट अशी पुढे जाते पाण्यातून. दिस एक्झाम्पल और सम अदर?
Yes, sir.
This, but direction, suppose direction, you are dragging the water backside, is in this way, by this, and from this also this direction, then forces applied We cannot say it is the opposite in direction. Both are in same direction. No? So whether it will be example of couple.
No.
Example होऊ शकेल का मग कपलचं, कारण forces, our condition is that there should be two forces equal in magnitude and opposite in direction. So these two forces are in equal in magnitude. Okay, it may be equal in magnitude, but what about its direction? Whether they are in opposite direction. So this example may not be fall under couple. Why? Because direction of forces is not different or opposite. We can say it is the same direction. Any other example?
Seesaw.
Seesaw means
Yes, sir. Seesaw.
seesaw in Marathi.
Mm,
Which one?
Sir,
Ha.
cap of bottle.
What?
Cap of bottle.
Cap of all bottles. Now we have taken ink bottle, so all bottles will fall under this. Which bottle you want? Water bottle. So all bottles, cap of all bottles will fall under this example. Unscrewing cap of. So if I will remove this word ink, so all bottles will fall under this. So you can think about this. What I want to tell. So you should have some practical oriented view now hereafter, because hereafter you have to see some practical oriented example. So where two equal and opposite forces will come into picture, couple will come into picture like this. We have to remember. So there are no much to think about this. Next now. Shall we go next? So only theory question will be asked if possible on this. Hardly 2 to 3 marks. What is couple? What are its characteristics? Or what is couple? Give its applications. So these examples only you have to give. There is no rocket science in this, I will say. It is very simple. Shall we go next?
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Very important point. Next, Varignon theorem. Almost last point from our this chapter. Varignon theorem of moment. Famously, it is known as the principle of moment. Famously, this theorem is known as principle of moments. Very, very important. From this, we are going to solve examples. So what does it tell? So at least you can write the statement of this Varignon theorem of moment, or it is also known as, famously it is known as the principle of moments. Okay, in which, what is the statement? So first you should give the title Varignon theorem of moment. The principle of moments, also known as Varignon's theorem, states that, what is the statements? The algebraic sum of moments of all forces about any point is equal to moment of their resultant about the same point. So please read it carefully. You will come to know that what it tells. The algebraic sum of moments of all the forces about any point is equal to the moment of their resultant about the same point. So we have seen two methods to calculate resultant. It is related to moment. That first thing we have to remember. It is related to the moment. And so here, what the way we have seen, there are two methods to calculate resultant. One is parallelogram law of forces and another one is methods of resolution. So in methods of resolution problem, what we have calculated for the resultant, many more problems we have solved for to calculate. So shall I show quickly? Resultant and its direction. So these problems, such problems we have seen. See here. Find the magnitude and direction. Like these problems we have solved by using methods of resolution. So when we are going for methods of resolution, when there are number of forces in the system, about 2 we will say, about 2. If 2 forces are there, we can apply the parallelogram law of forces. But more than 2 we will say. If more than 2 forces are there, methods of resolution. And how we have found this? Methods of resolution. For example, this. Find the magnitude and direction of the single force, means resultant, which bring the system of concurrent forces into equilibrium. Means for this example suppose what we have found for the resultant, which two things we have found? First one is
Resolve all the forces.
what was
Fx and Fy.
very
Components.
good. We were resolving, first step, resolving the forces, resolving
The force.
into x and y component. I will say. Then what we will doing in second case? Finding
Result.
not resultant, summation fx,
Summation fx
summation
and fy.
Summation Fy.
third stage what we were doing, r is equal to
Under root
Sum-
summation
Fx
Fx square
square
plus summation Fy square.
Fy
summation
Square.
fy square and fourth theta
Theta.
Tan
Tan
inverse.
Summation of
Summation
Summation
upon
Fy upon summation
summation of
X.
Fx.
summation fx. Likewise we were doing, but and how we were doing this means suppose finally to show the direction what we were doing, we were just drawing this north south and west east, and we were showing the angle. If angle is suppose positive, so how we were taking
Anti-clockwise.
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 when angle was positive we were taking anti-clockwise.
Anti-clockwise.
When angle
Anti-clockwise.
when angle was negative
clockwise.
Clockwise.
just suppose
Clockwise direction.
clockwise direction, just we were showing something like this, means this is suppose theta, and we were showing arrow. Depending upon to show arrow, what we have to consider?
Fx and Fy.
Fx and fy. In which
Summation
quadrant?
Fx Fy.
Signs of fx and fy we have considered. In which quadrant it will come? Now third, magnitude, means this r magnitude, theta is direction, and fifth thing now we are going to calculate, it is called as a location. That thing we are going to calculate now hereafter. Location means suppose particular this r is now right now we are showing it is passing from point O. Okay, so shortest distance we are going to calculate, shortest or we can say minimum distance. Either we are calculating that distance and as the resultant in this way going upward. So either in this way means these lines will be parallel like this. So simple concept I have told. So either you have to show one side, top side or down side, depending upon your quadrant, in which quadrant that force will come. So this distance, suppose that this distance we are going to calculate. So this is suppose x, maybe from this to this, maybe suppose this y I will say. Like this distance we are calculating by using Varignon's theorem. So this parallel line distance, minimum distance between, one more concept you have to remember here, minimum distance between two parallel line is a perpendicular distance. So here there should be a perpendicular. So in case of moment formula, what is the formula of moment?
Magnitude into perpendicular distance.
Magnitude into perpendicular distance.
Perpendicular distance.
Magnitude into perpendicular distance, that we are going to see. So here simple formula is what? For this Varignon theorem, summation, suppose in a particular system all forces are there, suppose here F1 is there, again something F3, like this many more forces are there, and we are supposed to calculate at A. So this formula, what it will become? Summation of F, summation M for moment, Fa at point A. This indicate at point moment we are going to take with respect to point A. This A indicating moment with respect to A. So use of this Varignon theorem, is to locate the position of resultant. That is the important. Why we are going to do this? How? Suppose three forces are there. So if you go little depth this, so suppose F1 x1 plus F2 x2 plus F3 x3 equal to R resultant into its distance is suppose x. This x we can calculate. How? All forces are already given in the system, F1, F2, F3. Then this x1, x2, x3 also it is given in the system. Once we are going to solve example, you will come to know that these distances are also given in the system and we can find its resultant. Resultant we can find by our regular method. R is equal to under root summation fx square plus summation fy square. R also we can find. Finally, by calculating x, so whatever our resultant will come, suppose something like this, or maybe suppose something like this R. So we can draw parallel line at distance x, depending upon quadrant. We can show the, or we can locate the position of the resultant like this. So mainly this theorem, what this theorem is saying, this theorem tells us that the algebraic sum of moments of all forces, the algebraic sum of moments of all the forces about any point is equal to the moment of their resultant about same point or about that point. So whatever point we have considered, and mainly it is used to locate position of resultant. So here we can locate the position. So earlier what we have located, so we have calculated magnitude of resultant, we have calculated, or we have finalized the direction, but we have not located where it will be exactly. To locate it exactly, this particular theorem will be used. So shall we solve problem on this?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
it will 50% or we will say 80% problem will be just a revision, what we have seen earlier. And afterwards, to locate the position of resultant, we have to apply this theorem, that's all. So random first problem on this. So just check whether you are observing this diagram clearly and statement. A equilateral triangle ABC. A equilateral triangle ABC of 1 meter side is subjected to forces. Is subjected to the forces 10 Newton, 20 Newton, 30 Newton along AB, BC and AC respectively. Find magnitude, direction and locate the position of resultant. Locate the position of resultant, like this word should be there. Locate the position of resultant from point A. From point A. Find magnitude, direction and locate the position of resultant. Of it, no problem. It is called of it or of resultant. So are you observing this diagram? Is it possible to see this diagram clearly?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So if you are unable, I will make arrow. It is like this, it is in this way and it is in this way. Okay. So how many forces are there in this system?
3.
3 forces are there. So finding out magnitude and direction, there should not be any problem, what I want to tell. Finding out magnitude and direction, there should not be any problem. Okay. So how many forces? Suppose for this force I will say 1. Force number 1. For this I will say force number 2. And for this 30 Newton, I will say force number 3. So let's start the solution without wasting time. Solution. So first step, what is our first step? Resolve the forces. Or shall we directly calculate summation fx and fy?
Yes, sir.
Or what I have to do? Resolve the forces. Shall we resolve first then? Resolve which force we will take first? 10 Newton. So tell me what will be its x component?
F cos theta.
Fx is equal to
F cos theta.
Cos theta.
Yeah, of course.
f cos theta. F cos theta. Tell me the value. What will be the value of f?
10.
10.
10.
10. Cos
60.
cos 60. Tell me this value.
5.
5 Newton.
5.
What will be its direction?
Positive.
Positive. Next, fy. F
Sin theta.
F sin theta. Tell the value.
Eight point six.
8.660.
8.6.
6.
Positive or negative?
Positive.
Again positive, because
Positive.
it is going towards
Y axis. Positive Y axis.
positive.
Y axis.
Very good. Positive y axis. Next, resolve. resolve which force now we will take? 20 Newton.
Yes, sir.
20 Newton. Tell me its apex component. Apex is equal to F. What will be the formula?
Cos
F cos theta.
Very good. F cos theta. What is value of F?
20
20
20 into
cos 60.
cos 60.
cos 60. Tell me.
10.
10. Positive, negative?
Negative.
Negative, sir.
Is it going towards positive x-axis or negative x-axis? 20 Newton.
positive
Positive.
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 So it should be positive 10 Newton. What about Fy?
Fy is equal to F sin theta.
F sin theta. Tell me value. 20 into sin
Sin 60.
sin 60. Tell this value. 20 into sin
17
60.
17.32.
17.32.
Positive, negative.
negative.
Is it
Negative.
going? This we have to think again and again. Is it going towards positive y-axis or negative y-axis?
Negative y axis.
Negative axis.
So negative. How much value? 17.32
32.
17.32 Newton. Negative. Huh? Next. What is value next?
30 Newton.
30 Newton.
Resolve 30 Newton force. I will say. Apex.
F cos theta.
What is
30
value?
Newton.
30 Newton.
30 Newton, sir. Horizontal force.
It is a horizontal force. Very good. It is a horizontal force. Directly it is acting along the x-axis towards positive x-axis, I will say, in positive x or positive direction. So its x component, it will have only x component and its value will be 30 Newton. Any problem?
No,
No, sir.
What will be its y component?
0.
0.
0.
0. Any problem?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No. Now, what we have to calculate now?
Summation fx.
Summation apex.
Summation.
So I will write here. Summation apex now. Summation apex equal to. Calculate. First component is 5.
45.
Second component is plus 10 plus 10, no,
Yes, sir.
plus 30 equal to
45.
45.
45.
45 Newton, I will say here. Then summation
Fy.
summation Fy. First is 8.66
Minus
minus 17.32.
32.
Where it is? 17.32
Minus
plus
Minus 8.66.
Minus
8.66.
minus 8.66
666
Newton, no?
Newton. Yes, sir.
Okay. So summation Fy we found, summation Fx we found. Now how to find R resultant?
Under root
of summation
summation
apex
fx
square
square
plus
plus
summation
summation of fy square.
Summation Fx square plus summation
Fy square.
Fy square. Calculate and tell me. Both the values are with you. Summation Fx, summation Fy.
$45.82.
45.82.
How much it is?
45.82.
45.82.
45.82.
Summation Fx is how much hour?
45.
45.
45.
5. 82.
5.82.
52.
82.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Theta.
Tan inverse of summation Fy upon F.
Tan inverse
Summation Fy upon summation apex.
summation Fy upon
Summation apex.
summation Fx. Calculate. Is it will be positive or negative? Whether it will be positive or negative?
Negative.
Negative.
How much?
Minus 10.75.
Minus
10.75.
minus 10.89.
89, sir.
89, sir.
10.89, sir.
Minus
Hmm.
10.
Minus 10.89.
89.
Huh.
Minus 10.89 degree. So how now theta we know, r we know. How we can calculate now? How we can show its position?
Direction in clockwise.
So what the way we were showing? What the way we were showing? How we were showing?
Clockwise.
Clockwise direction.
N S W E. Okay, so minus angle is there, minus. So where we have to show, clockwise or anti-clockwise?
Clockwise.
Clockwise.
Clockwise means from east to south. Okay, correct? From east to south.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
And in which quadrant it will come? So we have to check the signs of
Quadrant.
Fourth.
Fourth
means
quadrant.
that particular point will come something like this. Okay, so here that angle will be theta. So whether I have to show arrow in downward direction or in
Downward.
upward direction?
Downward.
Downward direction.
Downward direction. So this arrow will be something called, we can say, downward direction. So here there will be R like this. Here there will be R. Okay. Now up to this we have solved. There should not be any problem up to this. So now we have to look at two things we found out. One is resultant, another one is angle. Now what we have to find? What we have to find now? Its location. Where it is. So applying Varignon theorem. Applying Varignon theorem. Varignon theorem I will say here shortly. So what it tells? Summation. What it tells? Summation.
Summation of all forces is
Moment of all forces.
Moment of all forces is equal to moment of resultant at moment. I will say M. Here I have to say M. Like this. Summation of moment. Summation of moment of all forces at particular point is equal to moment due to resultant at that point or at that
same point.
same point I will say. Next. So at what point we are supposed to calculate? From which point we are supposed to calculate this?
A point.
Point A. Now we have to calculate the moment at point A due to this all. Moment at point A. How we can calculate moment at point A? Now you will see. So here if I will say moment at point A. Moment at point A equal to, if I will say equal to, how it will be calculated? Suppose point force number 1, 10 Newton. What will be the moment at point A due to 10 Newton force? Apply the mind and tell.
0.
0, sir.
0.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
0.
Whether it will be 0?
Point मधनं चाललाय.
Very good. It is passing through point A, so it will be 0 due to 10 Newton force. Any problem?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No,
Then
sir.
on the other hand, force 30 Newton. What will be the moment due to 30 Newton force at point A? Newton force, moment due to 30 Newton force, which is horizontal at point A. What will be its moment? किती असेल 30 न्यूटन फोर्स ने मोमेंट तयार केलेली पॉइंट ए च्या ठिकाणी. हाऊ मच इट विल बी?
0.
0, sir.
0, why?
Passing through point.
Passing through point, both 0. Then now we have to see 20 Newton force. 20 Newton force is not passing from point A. Is it correct? It is not passing from point A. 20 Newton force. So if you will take its, which component we will take first? X component. For 20 Newton force. So if we will take at point C, suppose this force came at point C, 20 Newton force. It's which component will pass through point A? Means this force we can see here. Like this, there will be a component as vertical 20, I will say Fy, and another one will be something like horizontal, Fx. Correct. So what will be which component will pass through point A for 20 Newton force?
तर आवाज येत नाहीये.
Not audible. There is poor network. So note down this. Up to this, we will see. Are you? I am able to. Hello. आवाज येतोय का आता? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. आवाज येत नाही.
Okay, you note down up to this. There is a poor network at my place. I will see. So what we have to do right now? So Fy and Fx we have to calculate now.
Yes, sir.
Fx component will pass through. Up to note down. Up to this there is a network issue. Up to this you please note down. आता येतोय का आवाज जरा बघा बरं. सोहेल.
Yes, sir.
Shubham.
Yes, sir.
46. Am I audible? Hello. 46. Hello. Abhijit.
Sir.
20 sine 60 Fy into its distance 1. Like this, moment due to all forces it will be there. Calculate 20 into sine 60. I think we have calculated already. 20 to sine 60. 20 into sine 60. So how that moment will be, clockwise or anti-clockwise? Clockwise or anti-clockwise? It will be clockwise, so we have to take positive 17.32 Newton, like this. So 17.32 equal to.
सर काय जवळ आला नाही.
तर काय कळलंच नाही. आवाज
At
येत
point
आहे.
A आपण काय केलेलं आहे, जेवढे फोर्स आहेत या ठिकाणी मी काय केलंय बघा इथं, मोमेंट ऍट पॉइंट वी आर कॅल्क्युलेटिंग. आवाज येतोय का आता? थोडं नेटवर्क पुअर आहे कॉलेजमध्ये आता सध्या. मी काय करतोय, पॉइंट ए च्या ठिकाणी मोमेंट कॅल्क्युलेट करतोय. येतोय का आवाज? 38. Just note down. Tomorrow I will discuss this problem. r into x equal to 45.82 into x. Therefore x equal to
So 0.
किती येते बघा बघा. How much it is? How much it is? Round figure, or it may be approximately, if we'll say x equal to 0.378.